Hey,
Yo, what's poppin', bro?
what's up?
What are you laying on? Are you laying on a bed?
Bro, get this, right? So I'm chilling on my bed, right? And I'm looking and I'm like, oh, flamingo blanket? So I got Now I'm chilling here with it, my boys. What is up?
Nothing much. How you doing, Reg?
I'm doing about as good as anybody can be doing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that I just got a free one-topping pizza, and that one topping was love.
I feel that, bro.
I was just scrolling through your Instagram. And I saw that you're doing like 100 days of promos.
Yup, you better believe it.
So, wait, are you just uploading every day, and then what are you saying into the camera? Just random gibberish or what?
No, it's not random gibberish. It'd be more like, just see something, find something to talk about, and talk about it for 30, 40 seconds. Hey,
man, it works.
Yes.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, as I say, a lot of people, a lot of people are really enjoying them. That's excellent. Love to see it.
I saw also that you were holding a title belt on one of your pictures, and I'm just curious as to what title belt what specifically that could possibly be. The Elite Pro Cruiserweight Champion, I'm guessing. Are you still that?
Yeah, I'm still Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Cruiserweight Champion. It would have been, let's see here. So if it was on Instagram, either would have been that one. I was also WDWA Heavyweight Champion. I was WDWA Light Heavyweight Champion. And I was Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance Tag Team Champion. And I've been a Cruiserweight Champion for Elite Pro twice.
Wow. What wrestling league are you in?
Oh, there's a bunch of them. I'm in Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance. I go wrestle up in Michigan. I'll go down to Georgia. Go down to the Carolinas. NWL.
I saw that you travel to other country, which is crazy. I remember sitting with you in Spanish class. You remember that, Miss Harris?
Yeah, she was a character. About Miss Hare real quick, all right? I don't know what she's up to now. I know she has 2 kids and a family, and bless her for it. I remember, I don't know what it was, but she was not a fan of good old RC. And she failed me by half a point.
Wait, in that class?
Yeah. I should have gotten like a B. Like I did good.
You were the most active in that class. Like you raised your hand for like every question.
Yeah, exactly. And I got them all right. And I mean that was 5 years ago, but I was like, what?
Yeah, that is crazy. But what? How old were you when you first got into wrestling? Were you wrestling in high school?
Whenever I got into professional wrestling, okay, like whenever I was like into it, I was 4.
Yeah. Just watching it, or did you?
Like watching it, yeah.
Yeah. And
who was your favorite wrestler growing up, though? Just quick question.
Ultimate Dragon.
Who?
Ultimate Dragon.
I don't know the Ultimate. I'm not aware of the Ultimate Dragon either.
Yeah, well, he's legend. You'll see if you look up Ultimate Dragon, you'll see a picture of him holding 10 championships.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, do you remember him, Ty?
I do remember him.
I watched wrestling like back in 2011 for like I watched it for like 2-3 years and I stopped just randomly.
I was watching WWE in 2011 and the Ultimate Dragon was not around then. He was in WWE from 2005.
Is he still wrestling? Is he still wrestling now?
Yeah, he wrestles in not right now with everything going on, but but he goes he wrestles all over the world now. He goes to Japan, Mexico, and Europe, and United States, and everywhere.
That's crazy. So our wrestling shows are being canceled, right? Because of the corona, I assume?
Yeah,
Is WWE still airing?
Yes.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Didn't they do WrestleMania, but without people in the arena? Like, wasn't it just the show, no audience?
Yeah. That was interesting. I mean, I liked it. So that was real good.
I know,
but I feel like
I didn't watch that.
I feel like you gotta have that audience though, that energy that they bring. feel like it's not the same.
Yeah, I'm sure it isn't the same, but I mean, you
Gotta do what you gotta do, yeah.
Yo, I got a question for you guys. Do you
What's
remember whenever we were in school and that one kid jumped in the fountain?
Was it Noah?
Noah, yeah.
No, there was Noah, and then there was that.
Taha.
Yeah.
Taha.
Dude, I remember,
Yes.
dude, we were at a friggin' what's it called? I think it was like a basketball meet or something that wasn't at BW, and this kid took a fire extinguisher and started spraying it all over the place.
Wait, I don't remember this. Where was this
In
at?
the school?
I don't know if it was BW, but yeah, it was. Let me think.
Sounds like an Allegheny thing, if you're asking me. I don't know.
Dude,
Yeah.
right, relax.
What? I'm not.
No, I would. If that happened at Walsh, we would have definitely. I would have.
Because here's the thing. Because remember when we had that pool, Cody? Remember when we had that pool in the courtyard and Carson was going to jump in it?
It wasn't a pool.
It was a pool of water in the courtyard.
A fountain. It was meant to be.
No. At the end of our senior year, there was a pool in the courtyard. Do you not remember that? Carson was finna jump in it.
Yeah.
And remember Dr.
Was that for like fish?
That was, I think it was for like the science fair or something they had, and they had like experiments with it or something. I don't know. But I know that Carson was gonna jump in it, but Dr. Kitty was like, if you jump in it, like you're not graduating. And I was like, what? I don't see what the.
No, wow. He said if you jump. No, he says if you jump, you're not walking. You can't.
Yeah. So.
You're not walking. Let me tell you a story about the time I was going to get kicked out of BW once.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear this.
Well, I wasn't going to get kicked out. I wasn't going to get kicked out because I wasn't there anymore. Remember they had that bring a friend day thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fountain was full of water, and this is before anybody else did it. I was going to jump in it because why not? And then the teacher, who was it? Dude with the glasses, Mr. O.
Oh yeah, great guy by the way.
Yeah, this man. I was like, I'm going to jump in this, and he goes, if you do that, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And I was like, well, I guess you can ask me, and I can politely say no.
Wait, so you came as a friend? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Of Jordan.
You probably could have jumped in and they kicked you out. What would have happened? Nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
you also used to do flips in like the cafeteria.
Yes, you would do mad flips.
Reggie, do you remember this? Do you remember when we lined up a bunch of chairs?
I actually thought about that the other day because I remember you were the first one, and I jumped over two people with 1 foot, and Mr. Burke was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, he goes, "Oh, okay, hold on." I remember I jumped over like 6 people, and people were chanting my name because it was my last day. And then looking back at it, I'm like, what was going on? Like, why was that happening?
That was so funny because we lined up like I don't even remember who it was. It was like me and Drake, and I remember Drake with Ty. Were you lined up with us?
No, I was not. I was just on the side.
Did you watch it happen though?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Did that stuff happen at like Alco or like or Braddock even?
Stuff at Allegheny. So let's see here. I'm sure you've seen the Reggie 316 video where I take 2 milks and smash them together and pour them
Yeah.
Cafeteria.
Yes.
Wait, you did that? I actually haven't seen that video. Wait, you did that at Allegheny?
You walked in the middle of the. You tell the story. You tell it.
All right. Listen. Well, first off, Cody, whenever you give me your number, I'll send it to you.
Okay, I'll give you my number right after the recording.
Here's video of this. Okay. And so, what is it? Since it was senior year and I was good all 4 years, I was like, all right, I don't think they'll kick me out to school. And they didn't. But anyway, I get in there with 2 milk and I yell Reggie 316 in a cafeteria full of people, and I smash them together and pour them over myself like Steve Austin.
Oh my gosh, that was at Allegheny?
Yes, in front of the teachers and everything.
What did they do?
As after I did it, people were clapping, and I was like, all right, didn't like that. And then the teachers are like, well, you got to get a mop. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, that's fine. I was expecting to clean it up. And they go, I'm pointing at you. I'm like, why? That was awesome. It's like, that's great. And
what?
Then, yeah.
What year did you leave Walsh?
November of 2014.
So I was a freshman.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I swear, I remember you in my Spanish class like that whole entire year.
Yeah, I did all kinds of stupid stuff. I don't know. I'll tell you what was great. I'll tell you what was absolutely wonderful. Remember Sonny?
Oh my gosh, the
Yes,
guy
Sonny.
from Pakistan?
I talked to him the other day. I'll tell you what was great.
Wait, how did you talk to him? I have his Snapchat.
Damn, that's a brick ago.
I have his Snapchat, and I swear, I snapped Farjad the other day.
Farjad! I was just thinking of him what?
Farjad's off the map. I haven't talked to him since that going away thing. No, it's not true. I called him once, like 4 years ago.
Do you still talk to that guy? What was it? He was from Kosovo. Was it Tomar?
No more, yeah.
Do you still talk to him?
I called him on the phone once a couple years ago. And then the last time I saw Valentin, who was the dude, he was from France.
Val?
Wow.
I'll tell you, man, remember when Val, all right. Remember whenever they had a pajama day? Like, what?
Yes, and he came to school in his underwear. Oh, my.
And then they had musical chairs that day, and it was him and, like, I'm trying to think. It would have been either. It was, let me remember who it was. It was like Lord or somebody. It was a female. And I remember, like, he, like, went to, like, sit on him because they got to the chair before, but they just got up. And then they like, pushed him out of the way. I was like,
dude, I can't believe, like, he didn't get – I'm surprised they let him go the whole day in his underwear.
Yeah, dude. I know. That's
actually crazy.
Yeah, that probably wasn't okay. But, I mean –
like, I braid my hair.
Insane.
I braid my hair one time, and then they're flipping through the handbook looking for any reason to tell me not to have my hair that way. But he can
they gave Tay some shit too when he had that.
Yeah,
long
for his hair. I remember he told. Oh, it's so funny. Mrs. Amias was telling Tayden how like you shouldn't have long hair, and Tayden was like, "Well, my mom called the school and said, I can." So, and then Mr. Amias paused for a second and said, "Tayden, can I see you out in the hallway real quick?" What awful! Like, I don't see the problem with the long hair. It's not that I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. What'd they say to you about the braids?
Whenever I got the braids, I remember Mrs. Mice like looking through like he spent the entire like homeroom looking through that handbook, looking for something. And he like closed the handbook, looks up at me and says, "Nice hair." And then sat back down. And that's like the extent of it. But like, and Miss Blato said like, she liked my hair. I don't know who. Mr. Watson. Yes, he just roasted everyone, but he just roasted me.
Dude, I love that man. Okay. I remember I was put, because I'm not any good at math, and I was put in the wrong math class. And, like, I mean, I was failing everything left and right, dude. Like, because it was, like, the highest math class available in BW, which, like, I mean, that's, like, ridiculous. Like, because there are college-level classes in that school.
Yeah.
I can barely do college-level math now, and that's what I'm in.
But
okay?
Wait, was Walsh that much harder than Allegheny, though?
They were just ahead. So, like, whenever, because of the Spanish I did at Bishop Walsh, I didn't have to study at Allegheny for the entire year and a half.
Spanish?
Because for whatever reason, it's because I took Spanish because I didn't go to middle school. I was schooled online.
Yeah, I knew that, actually.
Yeah. So I took Spanish classes then, and then I did it again. And then I did that again whenever I went to BW the first time. And then I did it again at Allegheny. So it's like, all right, after 3 times of hearing the same stuff for weeks and weeks, and it's like, all right, you just kind of, I mean, I don't remember it now, but if I did a test on it, I think I'd be okay. But I mean, that was, yeah. But,
Are you going to school now?
Well, not right now, because
No, it's just because I said this yesterday, but they're talking about in Towson, but they're talking about not canceling, but putting the fall semester online, which is nuts.
Yeah.
But I can see them doing that for spring semester too, because if we're not going to have a vaccine until they say like what, March 2021. That's what I've heard. March 2021 is when we'll get a vaccine. Then we can't even have a spring semester because the spring semester starts before March 2021. So it's like we may be
good job.
we may be.
I'm putting that one together. Yeah.
But the thing is, we may be like quarantined for like a year. We're not necessarily quarantined, but like we may be online school for like a year, which is just nuts, you know?
Yeah.
Very
But
nuts.
I think that I don't know. I think that it'll go away to the point where we can go do stuff again in some form of some capacity, and then it's going to come back. That's what
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
is going
that's
to
why.
happen. And when it comes back, I think it could be worse than the first time. But then whenever it goes away, I don't know, because what it is I mean, and I'm no doctor, I'm no scientist, I'm no nothing. Just based on what I've read on a bunch of sources that I deem credible, it's one of those things, because the coronavirus, that's just a flu. Like if you had a flu is a coronavirus, the type of virus that it is.
Yeah.
The COVID-19 is the name of this particular flu. It's just the problem with it is it's killing people, and that's, but it's like, I mean, it's hitting everybody. You know what I mean? Everywhere. Like,
there's like what, 60 cases in Cumberland now?
60?
There's
Yeah,
more
it's
than
like.
that.
Do you think?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're probably asymptomatic. Asymptomatic. Did I say that right? Well, asymptomatic people walking around for sure.
Yeah. Well, and you also have to consider like people like what is it? Because I mean, I've obviously not everybody's staying inside, and that's their business. I haven't left my house in almost 2 months.
Wow.
Damn.
I've
Really?
been inside.
Like, have you gone? You've gone to the store, right, and stuff.
No, I have not gone inside any building other than my house in 2 months.
I respect
Wow.
that.
Right.
I still have to go to the store. I still do that, but I wear face mask and glove.
The
It's
last
mandatory though.
time, yeah, the last time I was in anywhere was March 13th for my work shift. That was the last time I was anywhere.
Where do you work?
Planet Fitness.
I didn't know that in South Cumberland.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's actually dope.
Yeah, get this. All right. I worked there for a week, and then this all happened.
That's happened to me, bro. I got a job at Towson when I went where I go to school, and I got a valet job for like 4 days, and then
Nice.
Towson shut the school down, and we had to come back home. So now I'm jobless. But that's the thing, was people want to like reopen the economy and get their jobs back going. But when is that gonna happen? When? You know what I mean? Because it's not like this virus is just going to disappear in June. Like everyone's like, we have to stay inside right now so we can have a summer. It's like, what does that mean? We might not even have a summer. It's not like June comes and the virus is like, oh, I'm going to go away now because it's summertime. Everyone needs to have a summer. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think there's going to be a quote unquote summer. I mean, there's going to be a summer, but look, here's the thing. People are going to do it anyways. People are going to go to the beach anyways. They're going to vacation anyways. You know what I mean?
I'll take
Right.
a vacation.
But and then it's like,
Okay.
well, then they wonder, well, why can't we go anywhere yet? I mean, listen, I think it's pretty simple. The instruction is simple. Stay inside unless you need to go outside. It's that simple. And whether or not people do that, I mean, their business. I'm not going to tell anybody how to live. I just think that this could get over a lot quicker because just I'm going to consider this, is that there's people that were deemed to not have it, and then they had it, and then a week later they didn't have it again, and then they got it again.
Yeah, you can get reinfected. You can get it twice. There's no studies that says like a normal flu, if you get one strain, you can't get that strain again. In that ever again, maybe, right? Or just in that loop year.
I have no idea. Dude.
No,
Well, the doctor will be able to give you a little more information, but I'm not going to act like I don't. Like I said before,
Right.
I'm not saying I even know any of that. I'm just saying, based on what I've read from sources that I deem to be credible enough to even mention it anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like Planet Fitness is shut down, right?
Yeah, it's been shut down for like a month and a half.
How long have we been in quarantine? Because it all feels like one long day. And I think I said that before.
No, bro. The days for some reason for me are going by very, very fast.
Yes, it's fucking April 27th.
I know. Like I'm almost like we're almost done the semester, honestly, which is kind of crazy. But like I wake up pretty early, like 8 a.m. sometimes, and then it'll be like 7 p.m. before I freaking know it. It's like, and I'm not even like doing anything. Like I'm staying quarantined too. Like I go to the high school, the old abandoned, like old Allegheny. It's like abandoned now. I live next to that, and I run on their track every day, and I come back home. That's it. I don't even drive my car. You know what I mean? Like the Springfield gym's closed, right?
Yeah, it's been closed for a while.
So how are you staying active?
Just jump roping outside, push up,
stretching.
What'd you say, Cody? Did you just ask me how I'm staying active? I tell you how I'm staying active, and then you want to say, "Oh yeah, sure."
That's just so random. Why are you jump roping?
Why wouldn't you?
Why not?
It's so healthy.
Great for exercise.
It's great exercise. But actually, you know what, Reggie, give us your regimen. Give us your workout regimen.
Yeah,
right now,
Reggie,
please.
you're buff, bro.
Buff. Ripped.
Regiment. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's great. Regiment. Excellent. Well, anyway, yeah. Well, first off, you got to eat your fruits and vegetables. Second, you got to throw that in. See here. Well, I mean, all right. Whenever you're in the gym, then write stuff down, and then But
how are you staying active right now, like in quarantine?
I do jumping jacks like all the time because I get bored. I do that every Monday. I do 500 push-ups.
Wow, I need to get on that, bro.
Throughout the day, or like
spread them out throughout the day.
Every Monday.
You don't do them like straight in a row, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't think you could. That would be impossible.
But it's also like,
I mean, I don't think it's impossible
to do 500 push-ups in a row.
It's not impossible, but like I think only like.
I mean, it's not impossible. It's not impossible, but like that'd just be extremely difficult.
Oh yeah, definitely,
yeah. You do them in sets.
Yeah, see, I need to get on that. I need to start like doing 100 push-ups throughout the day. Honestly, it doesn't seem that bad. Like do 100 in the morning before breakfast, and then do like 100 before lunch, and then do like 100 before dinner. And it's like
there's 300. You need 200 more.
Gotta find some way to fit them in there.
But have you felt like some people have actually said that their exercise has improved since quarantine? Like they feel like they've become more healthier and more active, which is ironic. But do you think that you've like exercised better in quarantine, or since you do?
Yeah, it's just different. You know what I mean? Well, it's like, like I remember one day I just got so bored. I was like, all right. So because I have a little mat room and like a little wrestling room, and like, all right, let me think of stuff to do today. So it's like, all right, like today I'm doing 500 push-ups, and then tomorrow, let me see what tomorrow is, because it's Tuesday.
Wait, don't you have I could be wrong. Don't you have a ring in your backyard?
That was when I was at BW. I did, yeah. No,
that was crazy. I always wanted to come over and wrestle on that.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of people did. I remember one time because here's the thing: is that ring it's rough. Okay.
Is it still out there?
Did you notice how whenever I did that flip at W and landed flat on my back on the hard, like, I mean, that cafeteria floor is nothing to fool with. Did you notice?
No, that shit hurts. If you land on that shit could hurt.
Jumped, landed flat on my back. I got right up.
Yeah, you always did that though. Like you always landed hard and you just got up, and walked away like it was nothing.
Yeah, because the ring's harder than that floor.
So wait, in an actual wrestling ring, what is the ground? I don't know what the ground is.
So the way it works is you get about, I mean, you could look up a picture of it, but there's like, I mean, see, how big would that beam be? It's about 6 to 8 inches of steel beam. So that's real cute. You get another 6 to 8 inches of plywood. And then, I'm in a ring where you have the steel, then you got the plywood, and I remember the mat to what is the part that makes people think like it's a trampoline? Woo, because that sound is just the wooden steel banging together. It was a piece of carpet.
This is your
Career
ring, the ring
match?
you made? Wait, this is your ring, the ring you made?
I think he muted his.
Yeah, hold on just a second. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. We'll stop recording for a second.
Wait. Before you continue, wait. Cody, you remember when you looked me in the eyes one day and you just started singing, I got chills. You started snapping and shit. You looked me dead in the eye with the serious face, like, I got chills. You're like, come on, man, sing.
That was, I forget what that was from.
It's from Greece, I think.
It is from Greece?
I'm pretty sure.
No, I saw that on Rhett and Link. Like Rhett and Link, I know it's not from Rhett and Link, but Rhett and Link did like a skit where they sing. Yeah, Good Mythical Morning is great also, actually. But I'm on their actual channel, and they did like a skit where they sang that song, and I how do you remember that?
Because you just started singing then, and then it just reminded me of your weirdness. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. But wait, Reggie, back to the wrestling.
You remember?
I wanted to ask this question. I wanted to get this in. Have you ever had a really bad injury from this?
God forbid, of course.
Get beat up. Like think about like Edge. Like Edge, can he even wrestle anymore? Because I remember he like.
Yeah, he came back this year actually.
See how? Didn't he say he could never wrestle again because his neck is like completely destroyed?
Yeah, and then like they had like plates in his neck, and then he started feeling okay after like. I don't know. I don't know the whole process, but he's able to come back. I think it was like the story of it was like he was in like he fell off his bike, and this would have been like I guess maybe a couple years before he came back, and he like said it didn't hurt him, whereas usually I guess it would. Like it didn't hurt him in a way that was like debilitating. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that sucks to have to like he worked his whole life to WWE like that, and then have to retire early because of an injury must be terrible. He must be itching to come back and wrestle.
I've never had. I don't think I've ever had an injury. But I'm trying to think here.
What's the worst injury?
I remember once I jumped on the top rope. I jumped off the top rope, and my finger. And because I was in a triple threat match. It was me, Chris Gatton, and Mike Osborne. And I jumped off the top rope to do a splash, and when I did, my finger hit the mat and turned sideways.
Oh.
And I don't know the miracle behind this, but then I turned it back in.
No,
I didn't have to do it again. Yeah, it got like a little bit bruised, but that was it.
I'm cringing.
That is
You
crazy.
snapped your finger back in place?
Snapped it back in place. That is crazy.
Yeah. So, and I don't think it would have been broken, but like I didn't feel it, so that was interesting. But
You have like a low pain tolerance or something then, or a high pain tolerance because.
I mean, yeah, you kind of have to if you're gonna be in wrestling.
Yeah, for sure. Again, like doesn't John Cena like? What's the worst? Have you ever seen an injury yourself happen? Not to you, but to someone else.
In person?
Yeah.
I was at the WWE show whenever Neville broke his ankle.
I don't even who Neville. Oh, was that Neville like the?
That dude that did crazy stuff off the top rope.
When was this? What year was this?
2014. Wait, no.
I can't remember Neville. What the hell?
Adrian Neville. Now he's Pac in AEW.
Is he wrestling still in WWE?
No, he's in AEW now.
Oh yeah, AEW. Okay. How many different what are the big companies? It's like there's WWE, there's TNA, right? I know TNA.
Yeah. Well, now they go by Impact.
Impact. Yeah. Okay. I used to watch.
Impact Wrestling. There's New Japan Pro Wrestling, which is in Japan. Then you have. I mean, it depends where you're at in the world. AAA. So what else do we already list? Jeez, NWA.
Wrestling in Japan would be so dope.
Ring of Honor. Yeah, dude, man, that's what I want to do. That'd be incredible.
Oh, yeah. It'd be like A dream come true. Is the end goal for Reggie Collins WWE? Is that what you're trying to get here?
For me, my end goal is to get to the point where I can wrestle and that be all I do. Like I said, I'm working at Planet Fitness and I'm wrestling, right? But like, I want to be able to live off of wrestling.
Right.
Sure, that'd be insane, bro. That'd be the dream, you know, if you're a wrestler.
Yeah.
Here's another question. This is kind of because we only have like 5 minutes left, so we're gonna end here soon. But
There's only 5 minutes left. That's crazy.
I know.
Yes.
But have you ever met Luke Gallows?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
He's from Cumberland, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I wonder if he's in town right now. I heard that he just got cut from WWE like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, that's what the sources say.
Because of
Sources.
because of the coronavirus. Like, isn't that why they let a bunch of people go? Is because coronavirus?
I have no idea because I was not there. But I have no idea. I mean, that would be a guess.
Because they cut like 15 people or some crazy shit.
Yeah, they cut a good bit of people.
That's crazy. I remember my favorite wrestler was JTG. Remember Crime Time?
Hey, Crime Time. Yes.
I met JTG once in New Jersey.
Really?
What?
That's so freaking awesome, dude.
He's a cool dude.
Where did you meet him at?
A wrestling convention in Monroe, New Jersey.
Wow, where's he wrestling at now? So he got cut WWE a while ago, didn't he?
I don't think he's been WB for like 7 years.
Yeah, he got cut a long time ago. Who's the most famous wrestler you met?
I mean, you could name them, and I could probably say yes. Hogan, Flair, Jericho, Undertaker, Kane.
Wow.
I'm dragging
I know all those. Jesus.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels was all legit.
Incredible. 10 out of 10.
The sweet chin music.
That was the move, baby.
Wait, who was your favorite wrestler?
Rey Mysterio, baby. You already know it.
Oh, yeah.
You already know it. That was the man. He's still wrestling, isn't he?
Yeah, dude. Rey Mysterio, he's like 5'1" or 5'2".
And he's a monster, baby.
Yeah, like I'm legit. I've never met. I'm a foot taller than he is, most probably.
Have you ever met Rey Mysterio?
No, he was at a wrestling show in Altoona, Pennsylvania that I was going to go to, but then something happened to where I didn't go to it. But
has his mask ever been taken off? Because I've always wanted to see his mask get taken off.
Yes, there was an episode. There was a match where I think it was the Big Show took his mask off during a match, and like he like covered his face and like ran out the ring. Cause like that to a luchador, I almost said conquistador. To a luchador, I'm sure like taking off, like unmasking them is like the biggest disrespect that you could get, or the biggest shame to be brought on.
Masks. Well, it's like, yeah. I mean, it happened a couple of times. I mean, if Big Show did it, I can't exactly remember, but I know CM Punk did it, and I know Chris Jericho did it.
CM Punk would do that. It's crazy. All right, that's been another episode of Generally Speaking with Tyyonn Cody. Make sure you follow us on all our social medias. We're on Twitter at Generally Speak 9, Facebook Generally Speaking with Tyyonn Cody. We are on SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Make sure you go and listen to us on all those. Share it with your friends if you like the video. I want to give a very, very special thank you to our guest, Reggie Collins, for coming on and blessing us with his energy and everything of who he is. Reggie, I give you the floor. If you got anything you want to shout out, anything you want to say to the audience, please go for it, my guy.
First off, I will be on this show every single day if I can be. That is no problem. This was a great time.
Going for sure.
There, if you want to go ahead and this is the leader, the Reggie Collins. If you want to Reggie set, go ahead to follow me on Instagram. It's Reggie19. That is REGGIECOLINS19. Facebook, it's the same thing. Reggie Collins Facebook page. Go ahead and give that a like, and you can enjoy your daily Reggie content. thanks, guys,
Yeah,
for having.
thanks, Reggie, for coming. We
Thanks for
appreciate
being on, man. Yes.
Yeah, appreciate you.